mustard. Eating a burger with no honey 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 mustard. Eating a burger with no honey. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. 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 Eating a burger with no honey. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. 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 Eating a burger with no honey.
We're doing it.
Well, what we were doing was we had gotten through the Red Dragon lair, and we met the psychic emanation of the Red Dragon.
Yeah, the like astral projection of the Red Dragon that remains behind from them being messed up by a magical dance or song.
Our airship crashed and took us to a harder place where there are monsters that...
Oh, right! The, like, fucked up place that we shouldn't go. Yeah. Wait, this is different than that, though. This isn't the fucked up place that we shouldn't go. This is the fucked up place that we should go.
Wait, is this... Did I lose progress?
Giga Ant. Brain Picker. Those sound kind of familiar. And we have all our people.
Did I forget to save after the end of the last stream? I should just always load the closed save state between... Well, I get to figure out how I fight these guys again. Let me look at my items. I have a great sword. I have the Dragon Master Shield. I've already beaten the Red Dragon.
Yeah, like, I want to say this is the right place. I just don't know what we're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either. So let's just fight some monsters until it comes back to me. I mean, how bad could it be?
Yeah, right. Okay, so Mia has so much MP left because we've been defeating the monsters before she gets to act, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she is very slow.
She's very slow. Ooh. Wow, Flash Cut really fucks up the Brain Picker.
Summon elemental power.
Well, she gets to summon elemental power.
Well, this blizzard is entirely for you, Giga Ant. You were not in formation with the others. Hey, they dropped a starlight. How nice.
Where am I and what am I doing? Well, there's treasure here.
Yeah, we could warp out and then re-enter, just to start from fresh. reset ourselves mentally. Make sure we don't like. I mean, this is dedicating us to retreading our steps a little, but
I can always just reload the save. She has her hashtag attack, which happened mid last stream.
right. And Alex should be on 3.
Okay, that can be. I'll just attack with Alex, and that'll. Bob Goblin.
Bob Goblin. I remember talked about Bob Goblin. I forget. Did we miss a week? I thought we might have.
I don't think we missed the last week. No,
Check
we missed the week before. I believe.
Week before, yeah.
It's hard to keep track, especially with how soft our brains are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't help that like the past couple of weeks of my work have been exhausting. I have had like no energy left for like doing my own streams at all. So
Summon elemental power.
like, oh yeah, let's try to remember what the fuck was happening in this.
Whereas I am merely beset by spiritual ailments. But that's normal.
Fuck up, Bob Goblin. Bam. Bam. Wow.
Ah, Helloger.
But like, I don't think we've experienced any terrible setbacks. Is I guess what I'm getting at. It's just a matter of like figuring out where the fuck we are in this stupid dungeon.
I don't even know
Why we're even here.
I don't even.
But like,
I don't know exactly where I am and what I'm doing.
yeah, presumably it's part of our larger quest.
I remember Giga Ant. And
Yeah. Giga Ant, Bob Goblin, Brain Picker. These are all. Oh, the musical cave. Right. We went to the village and they're like the music is wrong.
Oh, right.
And it had that like messed up
So what if-
soundtrack.
So what if I'm kind of low on some of my juice? So what if I just get the hell out of here?
We could get the hell out. That's fine. We could go revisit that stupid village with its jank ass music.
That's right here. The music.
Oh, we're
that we
in
love.
we're in the village.
And now it's all coming
Oh,
back to me.
That's why it seemed like we didn't know where the fuck we were, because it happened instantaneously, and we had already been playing for like 3 hours and been through 2 dungeons.
I can just go up.
Ooh, that's a casket.
Yeah, they're going to use their music to summon the dragon here. I think this
Seems
is
like a pretty small casket for the dragons that we've seen, right? Like,
It's not. Yeah, I think it's like is it a bridge with a casket, like the image of a casket on it? Or because I can walk on it.
oh, or is it like one of those things where they like bury people in the floor of a church so that you can walk on their graves on your way to the pews? And that's
Ah.
considered respectful.
How extremely Catholic.
Well,
Our floors are made of the bones of saints. Does not matter if they are truly the bones of saints. It is
yeah,
the belief
mostly the
that
bones of like
important.
ordinary folk. But yeah, a little bit of that.
I mean, they're gonna have me walk on a grave and not even have it be a reliquary. How distasteful. I'm gonna attack Giga Ant.
I mean, if you really want, we could compress all the different funny names for things for different parts of a church that we have down into the same thing. It could be a crypt, reliquary, tabernacle, apps, just all of it, all together. One church, as we like to say.
Is a relic okay? Is a reliquary not like a little thing you keep a saint relic in?
Oh yeah,
All right, that's what I
no, it's
thought.
that.
Although if I had mistaken the term, I would not be surprised. The ritual is.
Oh yeah,
of
we
course,
got
most
a lot of
important.
funny words for things. I think mostly to make them mysterious, because if you just say like box, then that's not special. But if you call it the tabernacle, oh, you got a genuflect in front of the tabernacle.
You got
That contains the holy host.
You have to.
Like the same.
That's how you pay
Same
one
way
during
that-
your upkeep.
Check this out.
I'm gonna see how AI handles this.
I'm guessing by like spending like mad, especially when they have any missing health. Oh, sword dance? That's what you're going with? On a damaged Giga Ant. Okay, then she's taking damage, so she's going to use a healing spell next turn.
Yeah, Ice Lance was pretty good here.
Huh.
So they mostly weren't stupid, although I would not have used Power Slash or Sword Stance.
Yeah, the AI seems pretty aggro with resources.
Now what if I use tactic? I should make a tactic that is attack except my wizards use just a spell. But let's
Probably be all right.
Let's just kill them.
I wonder if they would do like smart targeting the way that you do for the area effect.
I do
Check
wonder.
this out.
Like, do they just pick like whatever guy hits the most guys? That would seem pretty easy to implement.
Yeah, but they might do something way dumber though. It might just be like target first monster.
Yeah, it could just be target the closest monster. That's how it works when
Yeah.
the smart targeting for your second hashtag attack works. If your first slash kills the guy, your next slash goes to the next nearest guy.
I wonder if they have tiebreakers, or if you could like end up exactly between two targets and soft lock the game as the AI cannot determine where to put the next attack. No, it's probably a pretty fine thing, like down to the pixel or whatever. And they might have implemented something like prefer up left or whatever, because that's also pretty easy to imagine. But I do like to
Yoko-
imagine the world where you can like randomly get soft lock.
Yoko prefers up left.
That's kind of what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a similar like secret order for pedal crashing order in Pedal Crash. This rarely comes up, so like only the, you know, super grognards bother to learn about it.
Check this out.
Check this out. Been thinking about RPGs lately.
Oh yeah?
My friend has been playing Baldur's Gate 3. And
Okay.
she found some adamantium split mail, which is powerful heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
But
It sounds good. It has the word adamantium in it.
yeah,
It's
split
probably
mail
good.
is like among the shittiest kinds of heavy armor in D&D, but still good. But her party
Check this
was warlock, cleric, barbarian, rogue, so no one could use heavy armor. So she respec'd her party member, who was a cleric, into a paladin. And at first I was like, oh, that's cool. The game lets you respec at any time, but also lets you respec your party members at any time. But then I thought, oh, you can just change the entire character class of your party members? I could make the wizard into like a barbarian? That doesn't seem right. And then I didn't know if I should get mad at myself for RPG purism or not. For some reason,
Would you
I
like
can.
my opinion on the matter? Or?
What is your opinion on the matter? Because I can accept. For some
I
reason,
mean, I hate I hate Western like CRPGs with a passion. They're all despicable. It takes forever to do anything. Them being based on D&D is extremely retrograde and should have been done away with 20 years ago when we had
This
like
out.
computers and technology to do so. And their atavistic stranglehold on being D&D simulators is utter madness that they do not lean into in the correct ways, which would be simulating the entire tabletop experience down to the dice rolling and bickering with your friends over like the outcomes of certain things, cutting back and forth between the table, like Knights of Pen and Paper. I think that's an interesting take on the matter.
The game
I have
actually
tried
does
over and
kind of
again.
do that, though.
Well, that's kind of cute. I have tried over and again to find like the one that could be like the good one, right? Like that manages to break through this toxic cycle of nonsense and manages to do something at all like cool or interesting or even vaguely reasonable. And I have yet to find one in all of my wanderings. And so I've just come to hate them conceptually and be like, this is just the fucking, what do you call it? The coccyx of video games, or the appendix.
Okay,
or
I was
something.
about to say, you don't like your tailbone? You sit with that. It helps you sit.
No, does it?
It kind of just sits there on your on the top of your ass.
What's the coccyx really doing for me?
It protects the terminus of your spinal cord.
I think it's more of a liability to the terminus of my spinal cord. I think if it wasn't there, then there would be no like lever on the bottom of the spine to do like nasty stuff. I don't know. I don't know the coccyx that well. Haven't gotten super well acquainted with my own, I suppose. I just thought of it as a, vestigial. Like it used to have a tail, but I don't have a tail, so I don't need that shit. That kind of thing.
My bigger gripe with human body design is with the liver. Is the liver clearly more important? It's probably your second most important organ, maybe third.
Yeah, I mean, we could do an organ tier list if you really want, but I think organ would be up there. Liver would be up there.
Like your brain is encased in thick protective bone. Your heart is hidden in the center of mass behind the sternum and the ribs.
Behind the rib cage. It's hard to hit someone in the heart.
You've got a good inch and a half, maybe 2 inches of liver poking out the bottom of your rib cage, which is why if you give somebody a left hook there, they'll be rendered horizontal as their body tries to maintain their blood pressure. And I find that to be, I would talk to the designer and I would say, now you gotta lower those floating ribs down another 2 inches.
So would you? Okay, you just want more ribs?
I think more rib there to deflect, because you can do this by like.
What if we did something like? Yeah.
I fucking fell in a hole. I fell in a hole.
That's fine. It's fine to fall in holes. What if we did something like, have the liver just opposite the heart, just like heart here, liver here, and then they're both in the rib cage, and we just get like smaller overall lungs, maybe.
We're already giving up lung capacity for the heart, Kaz. Can we really?
We are. Well, yeah, but like, yeah, it's not great.
Well, check this out.
I guess then we have more room for like, I don't know, intestines or kidneys. More livers? I don't know. More livers seems like more vulnerabilities.
Well, okay, we can reduce the liver in the we can reduce the primary liver and add a second liver in a place that just has some free space. We could hide a liver.
Well, we could turn the appendix into like a little liver. How about that?
I think we could eliminate the gallbladder and like, that's close to the liver anyways.
Well, don't we need the bile from the gallbladder for digestion? Isn't that useful?
It's useful, but not necessary. Without your gallbladder, you just kind of get farty. Like, if you have the treatment for chronic gallstones is they just take that fucker out. Like, they just remove it.
Yes.
So it's already a part that's
Okay, I mean, I admit it's like pretty low on the tier list of organs that we're coming up with here.
We're trimming the fat. We're going to get rid of the appendix. We're going to get rid of the coccyx.
We haven't even talked about the fat. The fat is nice.
No,
we like the fat.
Yeah, the fat's important.
Don't trim that. You can't trim the fat. You will regret this.
You will regret. You can't cut back on fat.
Great stuff.
These balls suck. I want.
I mean, we could get rid of those. Lots of people get rid of those.
Lots of people get rid of those. but we a certain amount of the population needs them. Yeah, but they can be communal.
We just trade them around.
Like you hear a knock on your door, like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, me and my wife were thinking, can we borrow the ball from the apartment
Yeah.
building this week? We were thinking of starting a family. We could really."
That's wow. That is a level of communism that I had not considered. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to let that ruminate for a little bit. I mean, ordinarily, introduce me to a new flavor of communism, and I'm immediately down. But this has some connotations to it that I'm not sure I'm fully on board with. Here.
How much different is it from the Hecate, like trading the eye across the three of them? You just got the communal ball.
Yeah, that's not that weird in that unreal circumstance of imaginary people. Okay, so what we need to do is write a new ancient Greek myth of the Hecate for the balls.
The Hecate of balls, yeah. Man, I don't have an attack that isn't lightning. Fine, I guess I'll just turn you to stone.
Come on, Nash, get it together.
My
Develop
here.
affinity for a second element, moron. Built-in zippers? That could go into the myth.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's like, you know, those menacing ice cream trucks that ring a menacing bell, alerting you that they are here to sharpen your knives and scissors. You could have that, only that's the ball man.
Okay.
He's come around.
That raises some questions about the nature of ice cream trucks and your location.
No, it's more of a...
You're describing them like the fucking mind flayers from the Tower of Latria.
No, they're...
Yeah, the ice cream
really,
man.
No, I'm describing something that's more of a New York thing, although apparently they do it in Toronto too.
Oh.
Not the ball truck. The
Toronto, where you film New York.
Yes.
I can't believe that Kirby boss did not turn to stone.
I can't believe it.
Come on, be a team player.
Yeah, I have to banish my roommate, so make sure nothing happens in the fight,
Oh.
guys.
Yeah, I can do that. Somehow.
Summon elemental
Okay,
power.
we're casting Ice Wall. Somehow Mia outsped the enemy, which is great. Kick an ant down. Vicious Eyes. Over on Mia? Yeah. Okay. Vicious Eyes on Kyle. Dealt yellow damage.
How did I pause the emulation?
I don't know, but it happened at the last second. Did
Ah.
you click outside of it, or it has the paused symbol in the top
Okay,
right?
I hit a hotkey, but I can just go from the menu and say no. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, she.
Yeah, it's like a. It's one of those things like cats discovering new hotkeys for you.
No,
It's like,
it was that. Sadly, it was not that cute. It was just me picking up my controller.
Ah.
Yeah, she spends all evening sleeping on my bed, and then she gets annoyed that I'm talking and crawl on
yeah.
my chair.
Yeah, Gamer will do that if my streams go for too long. He like cuts me off. He's be like, "Okay, you've been talking to the box for too long, buddy. You need to pay attention to something real."
Okay.
If he's really annoyed with me, he will go and grab my Gunpla from up on the top shelf and then bite it and hide the parts.
Okay, that was the hole I fell in.
Yep. And we did it all for... Oh, Wisdom Robe. That might actually be good. How about that?
It's probably Alex who has it. Yeah.
Okay. Give item.
It's a Nash item.
Nash item.
It's knit with knowledge.
4.
Or more, it's better. Being wise is better than being intelligent. Which actually I completely fucking agree with. Yeah, kind of a wizrobe. Is Nash going to start flying around and being like an annoyance? Or become a Hollow Knight boss?
No, if he was a wizrobe, he would actually be useful in battle, at least.
Although here's where I
Might have a
reveal
second
myself to be a
spell.
fake gamer, is that when I think of wizrobe, I think of Majora's Mask's wizrobe, which is kind of ineffectual.
What were they like in Majora's Mask?
They live in rooms with little platforms that kind of look like transporter pads, and they teleport from pad to pad, casting very easy to see through illusions, and you have to shoot them with a bow.
Summon elemental power.
And they kind of look like an old man wizard.
It sounds pretty tame for a wizrobe. I don't know how that game operates, so it might be like dangerous, but
He's a mini boss, and you fight him 3 times.
oh, full-on mini boss. How about that?
It's normally you fight him, and then after you kill him, you unlock an elemental arrow. But then the last time you fight him, he is in a cave full of all the mini bosses. Actually, you might fight him 4 times. Do you fight him to get light arrows in... I don't remember. Is this where
I mean, I'm definitely the wrong person to ask. I don't know anything about Majora's Mask.
It is one of my favorite games. And it sort of invented a genre of game where, they're going to do different attacks because this one's going to poison me and this one isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple of games that toyed around with the idea of a daily
Scheduleless.
cycle of a wide variety of colorful NPCs. Majora's Mask was pretty early in that. Radiata Stories did a similar thing. And again, Harvest Moon game was kind of a very mild version of that.
Tulip.
Tulip.
There's a game for winners.
That is
Actually,
a game.
speaking of Tulip, another Love to Lick game, Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Although Moon only kind of... Moon had the walking around talking to NPCs solving their problems part of those games, but didn't really have like the daily cycle part. Like it had a day-night cycle, and that was about it.
Moon is one of those things I'm mildly terrified to finally experience for myself because, you know, by this point it's kind of old and jank and very weird. And, like, I like the old and weird parts, but the very jank might be an ultimate turnoff. And that's kind of a pity. I mean, maybe it's a pity. Why do you deal yellow damage to Kyle?
Why is it yellow?
You have...
Actually...
Does Kyle have, like, a mild elemental weakness?
Actually, Kyle might have a mild resistance. You might have, like, my flame amulet on, or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, monsters in here seem kind of hard to avoid, but eminently deal-withable.
Ah, yes.
Ice, defend,
They're
thunder, and fire attack.
Yeah, Krakow is dealing thunder damage, so I'm taking less damage from it.
Okay. That's why it was yellow. We're piecing it together. Ooh, nice juke.
Not so nice.
Hmm.
Come on, Krakow.
That one changed its decision. Like at the very start of the battle, they were both crackly, and then the first one decided, nah, I'm not gonna be crackly.
I don't feel like it. Don't want any.
Summon elemental power.
Alright.
The hell did that do?
It missed. The sound that sounds like a spray mist can is the miss sound.
Oh, I see. I remain convinced that Jessica is just a critical hit machine.
I think it might be like a property of maces, because I've seen the few times that I attack with Nash, he also seems to critical a lot.
I mean, I don't hate it. She's got 2 attacks. It's pretty hard. Alright, 6 guys.
Check this out.
That was always kind of the flip side of Final Fantasy IV, specifically. Whereas the Final Fantasy where they were like, okay, you can have 5 party members, which is like more than you had ever had before.
Check this out.
But also, like on the other side of the battlefield, they'd be like, okay, you can be fighting 8 enemies though. There were some fights that were completely out of control for that reason, especially if you had been like skimping on resources or were down a person.
It's weird how 4 became like the most widely used number for party members.
I think it's a sweet spot. Like 3 to 5 works pretty well. More than that, and you spend way too much of your time just inputting stuff. Less than that, and you can just get roached very easily. Because it's like, oh wow, they killed both of my people. Damn. And 1 is, of course, completely onerous and sucks a lot and warps the design of the entire game. Like, you can never have a resurrection item.
Cass doesn't like
That kind of thing.
Doesn't like Vagrant Story. Or Dragon Quarter, I guess.
Well,
I'm being
Vagrant Story is a lot different. In Dragon Quarter, you get 3 party members.
Yeah, I'm being facetious.
Vagrant Story has a significant amount of other stuff going on where it's like almost an action game.
Also, it is true that the combat part of Vagrant Story is not the good part. I think it's like every other part, but that is the better parts of it, like the visual direction and like the writing.
They cheated so much visual goodness out of the fucking PlayStation 1 for the sake of that game. It's astonishing.
And it's just so stylish and beautiful.
Yeah.
They don't work on that anymore. They just make it look like a photo.
It's really a feast. I would love to play a version of Vagrant Story that had, like, a better combat system.
Well, they wanted to make sequels. Because the game ends on a sequel hook. And then Squeenix really stopped making
I mean, it ends arguably where it was supposed to begin, right?
Yeah,
where it's like,
yeah,
he's the vagrant.
Yeah.
Oh! And then, it's pretty good at... Vagrant Story is also pretty good at having a single point perspective on, being a isolated character in this, like, spycraft adventure where you get gaslit all the time by everyone and you don't know who to believe. Reinforcing the whole, possible sense of isolation that you get from having a single party member. It does the single party member thing well. It's pretty good. I don't know if 3 is actually more common by the numbers, but there are plenty of games that limit you to 3 party members going as far back as like Chrono Trigger and shit.
I think she meant like specifically in like Dragon Quest these days.
Oh, in Dragon Quest? Yeah, I don't know about Dragon's Quest. Last one I played was... I always get 8 and 9 mixed up.
So do I.
It was one of those. And which is why I say Sentinels of the Starry Skies. I can't remember the number, but I can remember the subtitle. That's the last one I played.
I'm getting bonked.
And man, I can't remember if you could have 3 or 4 people in that. But yeah, 3 is a fine number. There was a pretty curious little indie RPG Maker game that I played a while ago called Prayers of the Faithless, and that had a system to it where the number of actions that you got was independent of the number of party members that you had. So you could have up to 3 party members, but you only ever got 3 actions in a turn. But you could have, like, one person act 3 times. And that was your turn. Which meant that, like, even if you got, like, 2 people put on the floor, you could pretty easily, like, spend your turn picking both of them back up and healing them. So, well, one of those, I guess most recent experience with it is in the video game Omori with the, what they call jam packets. Because jam restores you from being toast, which is a death state for every party member except Omori. And they give you jam packets, which does jam on everybody. But if you're in the situation where you have 3 party members down and you need to use that, and that's the only thing you can do during your turn, you're probably still screwed. Like, so it's like this item that sounds powerful, but in the scenario where it would be useful, like, you're fucked anyway. It's kind of...
It's the cascading failure situation.
Mm-hmm.
Where you stand up and get tapped and then die.
Mm.
Ooh. We're in the clown caves.
But yeah, that part of that one aspect of Prayers of the Faithless meant that such an item would actually be very useful in that, because you got to use it and then do other things.
It appears the wind is blowing through the holes and making musical tones.
That's how an ocarina works, sure.
Making the singing caverns where the winds play the caverns like a flute. And if you do it wrong, you get stupid clown music. You push these rocks in front of the holes! Okay. Let's push some rocks. How are you feeling, Kaz? We have 2 rocks to push and 4 holes. Give me some combination of left and right.
I want 2 and 3 covered up.
Okay. We're going inside.
Oh my god.
Okay, inside rocks. How do I know when something's changed?
Hey, you'd think that it would, like, the music would change, right? If we got it right.
Maybe the games weren't complicated enough to have dynamic soundtracks like that yet.
Okay, I mean, there are only so many combinations to try, yeah? Oh! Okay, so we like 4... So was it exactly opposite of what I wanted? Was it 1 and 4?
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding. I got it perfectly wrong. That does not sound much better.
I like the old music better.
Yeah. It at least had some character to it.
Okay.
It was a ruse!
Just make the soundtrack
ruse
quieter.
That lasted a second and did not matter.
Like all the best ruses.
Well. Alright.
It made the music quieter.
Maybe that's good.
What can you do with elves?
Alright, we solved your stupid riddle. Why are we here?
Because the Elder is going to use the song to summon the white dragon, which not the white dragon, the blue dragon, which I think is a well, the blue an element. We're going to summon their elemental, which is a dragon.
Okay. Okay, great. You've done it. We'll sing the songs.
Blue dragon. We made the jokes last time.
Walk forth to Lighten Lake.
We need two
Like
lovers.
Professor Layton.
The song of two lovers. Can we play that in a PG-13 game?
Is this a PG-13 game?
I mean, I don't
The manual has some pretty aggressive side boob in it. I think that would pump the rating a little.
I mean, when I think of the song of lovers, the sounds they make, side boob is one thing.
Side boob is real unless you dream it's not. This looks like a fine place to croon.
Remember that the two lovers have to think of each other as they're singing. Okay. Do I have to pick two lovers?
Oh. Well.
I was going to make...
They're singing La Vie en Rose. How nice.
They're just kind of singing...
Uncle Phil, you got to kick that man's butt!
Thanks for the sub over. They're not really singing with each other. They're just singing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't...
They were almost certainly recorded separately.
Yeah, this is just going to keep going.
Is it?
My input's not
Do we
doing
have
anything.
Oh.
We have to listen to the whole thing. I just had to complain a little.
Oh, good. So we got the bonus content.
I mean, not these two. I don't want to.
We don't have anybody else.
I mean.
Oh. Okay.
I don't want to have to listen to Nash sing.
It's fine. We'll get Alex and Null next. This will be perfect.
Can we just go to the village? Find somebody with kids? Hey.
Can we hire like a singing prostitute? Like, is that good enough?
I got 2,000 silvers here for you if you can just come sing on this bridge.
Won't even take 15 minutes of your time. You get to keep the rest. This isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, we're boned.
Mm-hmm. Fine. What is this, Zelda? I'll play the sound test. No, this is... I'll sing, and then I'll have the ocarina play her song because it's the sound test item. So
Mhm.
then it'll be like,
Oh, no. He'll play the title track, and then I have to sing along at home. I can't hear any noise, though.
because it's not making any. Oh, the Indian was hot, and the boater was hungry on a silver black phantom back. And I was ready to rock, and I was ready to roll. I forget the exact lyrics to Bat Out of Hell. Going to hit that.
Satan gave me a taco, and it made me pretty sick. Chicken was all raw, and the beans were mighty thick.
That's not how I remember Bat Out of Hell going, Cass.
There are aphids on the lettuce, and I ate everyone. Then when I was done, the sauce melted off my tongue. I guess that song is for them. It's a private song. They didn't want to record it. Don't you feel the power of the song? The power of the culture? They really are in their own little world, huh?
No, that's
The dark.
that's the police. That's not Bat Out of Hell, Magic Emperor.
The Magic Emperor approves of this.
Even though
Okay.
we we aren't approving of it because we can't fucking hear it. the CD track just
That's
like
a really wild decision, I think.
is it a decision or is it like a
Um,
bug? Is like the emulator just not reading the track correctly?
So it reads all the garbage tracks that we hate, but this one that's supposed to be nice is like, nah, you don't get that.
Alex, look! Something's happening!
Oh yeah. Oh, anime. Oh yeah.
The toilet. Then the Magic Emperor comes and steals the dragon we summoned. Actually, I think this is going to be a dungeon that we go into.
Every month you will raise another monument out of the sea in my image, for I am the great and powerful Aku. You will learn respect in the pit of hate.
And why don't we call it the Pit of Respect?
Like, I think more games could use a pit of hate and more screaming.
I would just
I think the two go together.
pit, but you want the Pit of Hate, but not pits. We somehow have to have the Pit of Hate and the Pit of 100 Trials without having pits in the game.
Yeah. No, yeah, you can have that without pits. I think the pit of hate is what you fall into if you would fall into a pit. So you get put in a different pit, which is a regular place and not just like a kill plane that makes you respawn, which is stupid.
In Mario ROM hacks, you can have it just be like a single muncher at the bottom of a column that you run into to kill yourself when you fall down there. Even the Mario has pits.
Yeah. So isn't that a thing in like Wario games where instead of like falling in a bottomless pit, you're just put in a punishment place and you have to climb out?
Yeah, especially in several Wario Land 2 and 3, you can't die.
Yeah.
And then
you can be
Wario Land-
hassled, you can lose your coins.
Yeah, and in Wario Land 4, you actually can die. Wario forgot how to not die.
Oh, poor Jessica.
Wario World
Saddled
puts
to
her in
that
the-
oaf. Wario World? Okay. Sick. I love a good punishment hole. Pits, though. What do we call it? The hole of hate. Would that satisfy both of our needs? The need to not have pits and the need to have the pit of hate. Is there a third way?
There's always a third way.
Hmm.
It's a scry pool.
Well, anyway, that was a delightful adventure where we proved that love is real. Love for our sister girlfriend. She's still fucking weird.
We just have to drink this mercury.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And I cannot run the
Moungy
slime,
boungy.
but I want to fight the slime.
We will fight the slime.
It's gelatin.
Okay, I kind of agree. How about that?
I don't. I am offended.
No? Offended
Check this
about
out.
gelatin?
There's no way this is made out of bone collagen, Kaz.
Oh, I don't see why it can't or shouldn't be.
Oh, they're very weak.
Lucky us, I guess.
By the power of Athena.
And they're weak to fire.
Damn. Yeah, we really got them roached. Holy smokes.
Yeah, and they're worth good experience. So we should fight the slimes.
Yeah, that's a rewarding monster.
That's your reward for drinking the mercury.
It's your reward for drinking a monster energy, I guess.
I don't think they put gelatin in those, Kaz.
What? Okay, well, if these aren't made of, like, hoof collagen or whatever the hell, what if they're made of monster energy?
I want to see if a single flame circle can kill
By
all
the
of them.
power of Athena.
Well, I can't prove you're wrong, so I'll have to accept what you say is true. Oh, they didn't die from that.
Ooh, they have hashtag attack, too.
Stop, they poison
And
you!
they poison me! What a fucking joke. Oh my god, this game. They had one idea for what their monsters could do to make them more dangerous, and by god, they hit that button. I guess now we know what they're really made of. Well. I guess the rewards don't actually come that cheap. It's
Well,
not somewhat
this out.
cheap.
If I just use Thunder Bomb, and not just... Because I wanted to see if
Yeah, oh, the one shot.
I could one-shot them. But it turns out I could not.
Got some kind of floating man over there. Perhaps a djinn.
He screams.
Ooh, good scream.
Aqua
yeah?
Genie.
Aqua Genie.
I look at this guy. He's about to poison me.
Yep, his sword is glowing. You know what that means. We're really gonna rock him with sword dance. Oh, they're in an awkward spread. That's kind of a shame.
It's almost like they've planned this.
Check this out.
Aquagena is also weak to thunder, which is good for us, I guess. Well, we will never learn what your move is.
By the power of Athena.
It's definitely poisoning you, though, with his poison
Yeah,
sword.
he uses poison slash. He goes wee wee when he moves.
He's like a ghost. Why do they get knocked back only sometimes?
You're asking
Is there
the
like a
wrong person.
damage threshold?
You're
I
they,
haven't
have
been
a,
curious.
they have a poise bar, and it's hidden. And when you
This hidden poise, yeah. Oh man.
they also give good experience. They're not that bad, but
Slime's alive though. That's
This is gonna suck.
really the
because
stuff.
We came out of this pool, and now there are at
Mhm.
least 3 other pools on this level. So let's just systematically go through
All right.
them.
pool one. It's not. It's a fight.
It's a slime.
Awesome. That's good. That is so. That was like one of the best outcomes.
It's a water
different
elemental.
slime. I can't believe it. Well, they're probably weak to thunder, so I'll just fuck them up with that. Nash, fuck them up.
Except I would use that. Okay. Increases attack.
But probably will not be worth it because she acts at the end of the turn.
Yeah, she acts at the bottom of the order.
Like that's only for like lengthier fights, I would imagine. Sonic Riser.
Check this out.
Yeah, fuck him up, Zeus. No, I would love it if the wrong holes just result in a fight immediately, because then we're not like running all over creation down a dead end with no treasure.
Yeah, we're not doing a Sabrina maze. Okay, that really destroyed them.
Wow. Weak to wind? Is that wind?
Can I use this wind?
Like, I don't actually know, but it's green, and green is sometimes wind. Oh, it also disabled the
Yeah, you drink
pool.
all the mercury and then it's gone.
You drink
It's like Dumbledore.
You drink a bunch of mercury, then you fight a monster, and then the bar closes.
Just like
Yeah.
Dumbledore.
Because he's dead? Where is that?
My oft-quoted favorite passage from the Harry Potter books, where Dumbledore is in a cave with Harry. They go on a boat to cross a poison lake into the center, and there's a basin full of slime, and Dumbledore hates the slime, but Dumbledore has to drink all the slime, and he begs Harry to make him drink all the slime, and he says, Harry, I'm going to beg you to stop feeding me the slime, but you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to force me to drink all the slime, Harry. You're going to have to do it.
Yeah,
Check this out.
Which proves
that's in there somewhere.
even a broken clock is right twice a day.
I mean, if you're gonna be a one-issue voter, the one issue being slime drinking is a pretty good one to shackle yourself to, I think. You could do way worse. We are pro slime drinking, and that's that.
And that's that. England would be in such a better place if they taught slime drinking in school again.
Wait, they took
it off the curriculum. Yeah.
I can't believe this. Of all of the horrible things that I've heard about the United Kingdom in my time, especially around like the things that they eat, including footy scran and like bangers and mash and like a full English breakfast and whatever other bland garbage that they do with their day-old bread.
2 of those were fine. And I like cooking with day-old bread. But mushy peas, that's where you lose me. You can't take boiled peas and then mush them and call that food. That's
wet?
not anything.
You want
Oh, yeah. You want some
wet?
pea wet? Oh, you smack bomb. Yeah. Hold on. It's unfair to categorize people of the North as Englishmen. They're basically Scottish.
No, they would hate that.
They're basically Scottish, although they would hate being told that as well.
Are we talking about borderers then, or?
This, shit, where was that? It was somewhere far north. I don't remember where Smack Barn Pay What was. But let's listen to them. You gotta know it's somewhere.
I liked the incredulity with which the host reacted to every different thing that they said.
Well, Smack Barn Pay What?
As if he had never heard of it. And it's like
in Wigan, it's gravy. In Wigan, yeah. Where's Wigan at? That's how we'll know.
Wigan. I think Wigan is in The Simpsons.
That's Wiggum.
Oh,
the Wiggums are from Wigan before they immigrated.
The Wiggums from Wigan. But yeah, all British cuisine disgusts me. I have yet to find a recipe from the British Isles that I've liked.
Check this out.
Even the baked goods, which is this thing that you think that you cannot fuck up. Like, who could fuck up a pie?
Well, how much do you're not the biggest
Despicable.
fan of organ meats, so I can kind of understand that.
Or any meat, really.
Yeah.
Although when I did, I liked a good chicken liver back when I did partake of meat.
I also like chicken liver. That can be pretty metallic, but I still like them.
Yeah, you gotta cut it with something,
A little garlic.
or like a lot of garlic. But I mean, this is the kind of thing that made me realize that what I liked was the garlic, and so I just kept eating that. Which is why I ate a shitload of garlic today.
I do love it. It's
Hmm.
good. I will use flash cut.
All right. Oh, they might be clustered up enough for that. That'd be nice. Do we have like a backup
Check this
rod
out.
on Mia that she can just like lob fireballs or something?
Nope, I sold them.
Oh,
The damage on the rods stopped being very good, and inventory space is at a premium. I want to see Nash or Mia get a hashtag attack. That would be gratifying.
okay. Well,
Can I go over here more? No.
I feel like we've eliminated all possibilities, so like we're gonna Sherlock Holmes this shit and be like, whatever remains, no matter how improbable.
I really
All
did.
right.
I really did luck out. The opposite of lucking out. I lucked in.
Yeah, that might not be a matter of your luck. It might have been designed to be like just you have to do all of them and the last one takes you onward. That's a possible evil dungeon design. One of those things where you're like, oh well, what if the player hasn't been doing enough like battles? What if they've been avoiding combat? Oh no,
Oh,
Aqua
fuck.
Stream.
They're
Jesus.
these kinds of guys. Ah.
Do we have a rewind? All right, Jessica. It's up to you. You can live it down. All right. Good work, Jess. Really keeping the team together. Oh god. Okay.
Save twice because I got anxiety. I picked the wrong hole.
Hmm.
Actually, wait. I just saved.
It's, yeah, this does not yet contradict my theory. that's fun.
Am I allowed to run from the water elemental fights? I wanna try.
Hmm.
I'm also going to try to use Kung Fu if I get silenced. Mia has been silenced and is grabbing her hair. That's what you do when you're silenced. Looking like you can't run from these fights.
Hmm.
Or it's not silence, it's mute.
She's just sitting on the ground, trying and failing to form words.
I'm just going to sit here and let them kill me while I try to run.
Yeah, this seems pretty unrunnable, but I don't know how running works at all. Because at first it was like, oh yeah, they just let you run away for free, and then we finally failed, and it's like, oh, I guess it's a total crapshoot. Who knows? It'd be nice if the game were more upfront about that.
Yep, you can't even use Kung Fu when you're
Oh wow.
silenced. It silences
Oh,
your
because
muscles.
you have to. Well, you have to announce your attack. You know.
Ah.
Yeah. Or you say like Sonic Blade or whatever the hell, and you can't do that if you're silent.
Demon Fang. Double Demon
Yeah.
Fang. I'm
Yeah,
a genius.
You can't double demon. You can't tell them you're a genius if you're silenced.
It's true. It's a dead man's party.
Release the weasel.
The best game to do that was Final Fantasy Tactics, because they didn't do it all of the time, and when they did it, they were weird poems. And they took them out of the War of the Lions edition, which is why it's unplayable, even though it's better in every other way.
You're at like 1 health, right?
I healed. Before the fight.
No, you didn't. You healed after you saved.
Yeah.
It's fine. That was milking a 1 turn worth of regen. That's all that was. All right.
This guy.
So that bottom one is the one we came from, right?
Yes, it's unless it's the last one, this left one will be the correct way.
Well, I mean, with just 2, it's a pretty tight little logical test. I approve.
I'm not sure how logical it is, but it certainly is a
Check
test.
this out.
I guess in Kyle's case, it's not an attack announcement, but more of a ki.
Oh, that's true.
But that's still important to the technique.
I was just thinking I was going to use a starlight. And here they give me one.
Yeah, nice. Perfect timing. Let's do it. You seem to have quite a number of them. Gasp! You can choose correctly. Incredible. What technology?
That means you can also choose incorrectly.
Means we really were unlucky. How about that?
That's a razor wolf. You look at that and you say, I know what that is.
Oh man, wasn't Razor Wolf a kind of like mech warrior mech?
Oh,
I feel like
there was...
that's like in the wheelhouse of mech warrior.
I don't know anything about mech warriors, I
Check
just
this
painted
out.
them.
Would you like to know anything about mech warriors?
If you have knowledge to share, I have ears to listen.
I have some knowledge. Like the core conceit of the like world of Mech Warrior was that like these different war factions who had mechs were like vying for control of like places and things. The places were planets, and the things were magic DNA of super soldiers who could better pilot mechs. And the way that they waged war was by bidding for a planet, and the lowest bidder would get it, like in construction or whatever. Oh man, he's going Sonic the Hedgehog on our asses. But yeah, it's the whole setup is completely bananas. And, you know, vaguely racist. Like, that's kinda...
The DNA thing reminds me of Warhammer 40k. It's all the space marines have a special lump in their body that like has the Emperor's DNA in it. When they die, they have to pull the lump out and bring it back to the war center so they can make more Space Marines out of the lump. I can't think of anything more pleasing to think about than that. That's just a crowd pleaser. We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Also, the crowd pleaser of "In the grim darkness of the future, there is only war." It's like the tagline of Warhammer, despite the fact that Warhammer itself proves that the grim darkness of the future has things other than war in it.
Like Rogue Trader, which is about being like a fancy space merchant. I picked the right hole.
Hey!
Or did I?
Sick.
Does the teleporter maze begin now?
God, I hope not. This is already, like, mildly obnoxious. Like, it was fine when we were just fighting slimes and the battles were really rewarding, and now it's like, okay, I think we get it. One of the other, like, core conceits of Warhammer, now that we're talking about that instead, or Warhammer 40k, I guess, because, like, Warhammer proper is a different thing.
Check
There's
this
Warhammer Fantasy and
Like-
there's Warhammer 40k.
Yeah. So, like, one of these, like, dark and most closely held secrets of the Imperium of man is that the Emperor is this, like, living corpse that's only kept alive by, like, thousands of human sacrifices, and it's like, yeah, but if you see the kind of thing that we got nowadays, just with, like, regular capitalism or whatever,
Yeah.
please, 1,000 human sacrifices a day, that's peanuts. And we don't even get anything as badass as, like, the Emperor of the Imperium of Man.
No.
We just get, like, regular dickheads.
You get rich billionaires saying they'll fight each other and then getting a doctor's note saying they don't have to fight each other. For how much Lotax sucked and how much he died a coward, he did go out there and get completely rocked by Uwe Boll. You know?
He did do that. It's maybe his one respectable moment. Oh, and Henry Kissinger is still alive because oozes don't die, they just sort of disincorporate.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a while.
Check this out.
He has been visibly melting for the last, like, 20 years.
20?
Well, I hadn't bothered to look back further than that.
He's never looked good. You could, I don't like judging people by their appearances, but being evil for long enough takes a physical toll on your body. You know how, like, laughing gives you laugh lines, and stressing gives you forehead wrinkles. Yeah. Being evil makes
being just a colossal piece of shit.
If you're evil, you start to
it's
look
like
it.
It's like the video game Fable, but in real life. Where you start to look more visibly evil when you, like, eat crunchy chicks in front of a big door that wants you to be evil.
Man, I miss Fable. There's a specific version of Fable that I can't play anymore.
I think I miss the stories of Fable more than the game itself.
I miss it just because it was the first game where I figured out, like, insane bullshit you could do, and largely because
like baby's first infinite cache glitch.
Various of those, and it's largely because you can't play that game and not discover that kind of shit. Like, it'll just happen. But it was formative. It's like you hold back while dashing through a door, which is not hard to do because, like, you use the dash move because it's fast, and then, like, you're holding back because, oh yeah, I don't actually want to go to that map yet, I don't want to go back. If you do that and the timing's right, the time will freeze. And you'll be in the silent world where nobody can interact with you. But you can't do that on the Lost Chapters version. You can only do that on Unpatched.
Pity.
And you could go around just stealing everything.
You're in the frozen time. Who's gonna stop you? Oh, fuck.
I wanted to try running because I had just saved.
Damn.
Now I'm
So
going-
Sonic got 5 homing attacks on us? What a legend. I want to say, like, no Sonic has ever done 5 homing attacks in a row. It's factually not true, of course,
I'm
but
just gonna do this.
yeah, we're taking a pounding, like, low tax getting pounded by Weeble.
I get to hear that good PlayStation 1 startup sound. Which is probably the
PlayStation
best.
kept changing its noise. I think they should settle on one.
Let's just go back to this
Nintendo
one.
too. Like, the GameCube noise was perfect.
GameCube noise was perfect. I like PS1 startup noise better, but it's less. It's more sound systemy, I guess.
I always thought that the PS3 was the most pretentious startup noise, where it's just like the opening strings of an orchestra warming up, and it's like, okay, come on, man, you're not that important.
Yeah,
Shut
not
up.
that important. Just let me play Demon Souls already.
Seriously, it's like definitionally pretentious. Just something I have a mild regard for. Really approve of people going for it sometimes.
this out.
The boldness is appreciable, I guess, is
I
what
didn't mean to hit AI, but it's gonna work out.
Yeah, that's more or less what I would have done. So far, so good. I ain't bad.
By the power of Athena.
Wow, Mia went before the enemy? Incredible.
Sonic is slow when he's not spin dashing.
Takes a while to get going as Sonic. You gotta build up momentum. It's one of the things that we like collectively forget about most Sonic games, especially the like early ones. Like, it wasn't all about going fast.
Oh no. This is a teleporter maze, I think. It's like strong enemies.
Well, we do have a lot of ethers. Oh, that's lucky.
Not lucky. I save stated. I would have loaded if I missed it.
Well,
Well, I'm
rubies,
getting,
yup.
I'm getting treasure.
Whomst. Jessica.
Ruby is better than Rainbow.
It's quicker.
All the gamers know this. Oh, there was a slime here.
What? Surprise, motherfucker! I was hidden behind the parallax with a faux 3D effect of a... whatever the hell you call it. I don't know the right word for that. But, like, lots of video games do this.
Check this out.
Billboarding?
Sure. Billboarding. Like those fake Old West towns.
Ah, facade.
Yeah. That's that game where you play as Genghis Khan.
Okay, you play as Genghis Khan, and if you say the word melon, you get thrown out of the house. I've been poisoned.
I think it's been long enough. I think that collectively, we need to reinvent Facade. I think it's been long enough.
Probably pretty simple to do. Although these days they would try to put like the
Oh, they would try to put some
ChatGPT
kind of like
ads.
ChatGPT into it, and you would end up just playing, like an AI voice generated fucking AI dungeon or whatever the hell. Which kind of wouldn't be that bad in the abstract.
Just burning
Like, at least-
$1,000 bills.
Weird, goofy stuff happens. I mean, we got pockets full of them. It'll be fine.
Yeah, is 1,000 guilders even that expensive anymore?
We got 43 of those
Yeah.
waiting in the wings. Like, the monsters have been dangerous, but they have been paying. Oh, we have an ocarina. We could play a paean.
We could use it to increase our magic scores.
That crucial thing that we require.
What would you do without a magic score, Kaz?
Check
That's
this
right,
out.
you'd fall over and die.
I probably would. I'm pretty used to my spells being effective. I think Keemer's making noises behind me.
Ah, me knocking that slime away from Sonic is going to have dire consequences.
Oh,
Not anymore.
get it back.
By the
Oh, wait,
power
Nash had
of
already
Athena.
acted, so never mind.
And Ash is pretty quick.
He's the
We have
fastest.
Fast Wizard and Slow Wizard. One of them lies and one always tells the truth. Fast Wizard is pulling a fast one, you see.
Although the wizard that always tells the truth only ever says, "I'm going to burn your house down."
Look, at least they're honest. It's like that one bit with Norm Macdonald in that weird show where like different people would drive Jerry Seinfeld around the city and just shoot the shit.
Yeah.
When Norm Macdonald said, "Yeah, I don't think people were mad about the hypocrisy." If you know, you know. I'm not going to say the rest.
Which hole are you feeling, Kaz?
Okay.
This actually looks like, shit. Fuck, this is a cursed one.
So, I'm choosing to read them top to bottom, left to right, and I want number 4. That's my pick.
This is... It's not quite she. It's not quite Sue.
Wait, is this a glyph?
It's not quite... There's a kana that looks like this. It's not she or Sue, which people always mix up. The katakana for she and Sue, because they look exactly the fucking same.
Oh, one of those ones that's like a little face.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you. So would that be a hint in any way?
I don't... Oh, never mind. There's one
Oh,
over here.
there's an extra one. Okay,
Let's go
I
on
take
the
it
extra
back. I
one.
want 5. Remains to be seen if I was correct. I mean, I have a 1 in 7. Well, a 1 in 6 now.
Would you like to change your answer? Yeah. That's a joke just for you. From when I didn't understand the Monty Hall problem.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, let's do the fake Monty Hall problem.
Monty Hall for fuckers. You choose a door, and then before they open the door, they let you change your answer.
And then you change it, and you
For
should
some reason-
always switch.
You should always switch. I don't know why.
No, just always switch. Don't get any additional information. Just always switch.
Just always switch. Yeah, I timed it pretty well so that the combat encounter transitioned into the boot screen. Where if you just get like a... Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Which one do you want?
2. Fuck.
My mouse gives it away in the menu. I could go to efforts to prevent that from happening, but I don't care. Actually, what's the hotkey for reset? I'm not a coward. I'll use it if I know what it is. Doesn't say in the system menu. It probably says
One of those
somewhere. But
secret hotkeys.
it's pretty good user design when you have your like drop-down menus say what the hotkey is by the name of the thing.
Yeah, that's usually pretty nice. It's one of the things that like classic Windows got really right. Where you could like kind of learn as you go, and it's not obscured away from you in weird ways. And there's enough Chrome on the window that you're using that you can grab it and move it around. Where like over the ages, the window Chrome has been eaten away at until you can no longer click on the window at all without like accessing some secret fucking menu. It was one.
It was one.
Okay. All right. So now we have closer or further or whatever the hell is past this.
Let's go past the dog. Let's see what's there.
I kind of forget why we are here at all.
We're looking
Like
for.
this was just
we're on
in the pillar.
Yeah, this. We went to the music village because we wanted to get their help locating the blue dragon, and they said their elemental spirit is the blue dragon, but we need your help to be able to summon it. So then we fixed their problem so they could summon it, and now we're in the blue dragon's cave, in our ongoing quest to locate all of the dragons and become the Dragon Master is ongoing. So we are here to get a relic of the blue dragon.
Relic of the blue dragon. Or like commune with its astral essence or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I really hope it doesn't put us through a trial, because like getting to it already feels like enough of a trial. Wait a minute. I think I know that scream.
Yeah.
I think that the game Fear and Hunger sampled that. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to like go boot up that game and hear some screaming. Holy smokes, it's been too like crunched away by the scuffed audio of Discord for me to notice it up to now. Holy shit.
Rainbow Band. Better than Crystal Band.
Oh, see, there love wins. All right. Pride has returned to the party.
Okay, I'm gonna put the Chira, the chiral tail on Mia, and maybe that'll make her faster.
Or maybe it'll change her handedness.
Mm,
That's a chirality joke,
it is.
chemistry heads.
Well, it'll make... That makes her agility the same as Alex's, but less than... So the turn order should be Nash, and then either Alex or Mia, then Jessica, then Kyle.
That's pretty good. That's Mia putting in her laps like we wanted.
Although it remains to be
Approve
seen
of the hustle.
if agility is speed.
Yeah.
If turn order is
There
based
are-
on agility.
Yeah, there are a lot of JRPGs where the agility score is just like a baseline, and there's like plus minus for turn order, like plus minus 5, plus minus 10. This one has seemed pretty consistent though, so if there is a range, it's got to be pretty tight.
Check this out.
Okay. You. Now. Okay, that should be Mia after
Okay,
this.
Alex. If Alex ever stops.
Nope.
Oh no!
By the
Nope.
power of Althena.
Okay, so she went before Kyle. So what if, like, spells have a cast time that slows you down? And Nash is just that fucking fast.
I want to get Blanca balled.
That's a pity. Ah. Wasn't there another monster that had a Blanca ball? Or was it a Blanca who had the Satsui no Hado?
Yeah.
So now we have an Akuma with a Blanca ball. Sick.
Check this out.
By the power
Well,
of
this time she went
Athena.
before Alex. Maybe it is pseudo-random.
Okay. Huh. Thanks, Null. Really got our back, you weird little critter.
I would appreciate if you rezzed us with more than 1 HP, though.
Okay. Alright, hit the legs.
It's my strongest move.
Get a grace period of a couple frames here.
I kept
All right,
trying to
good
press
enough.
triangle to open the menu, but it wouldn't work, because it's not the button that opens the menu.
Oh, shit. That's the button that opens the menu in a lot of games, though.
It is.
Okay, it
Jesus
was the
Christ,
far
it
one.
keeps
Nice.
going. Can we stop?
I haven't had enough dungeon, please.
Ah.
Waiter, could you take the rest of this away?
I mean, we've been in this dungeon for
Put
about
me a
an hour
box.
and 15 minutes.
You know, if they were really worried that we're not getting into enough fights, they have more than solved that problem at this point. Well, more than solved it. In this, the best version of Lunar Silver Star Story Complete that I have ever made.
And it's, yeah. But they are loading me up with experience and money. Money I forgot to spend.
I'm going to make a little fan game that's a JRPG, and I'm going to make a manual for it. And one of my taglines in the manual is going to be me saying, "This is the best version of Lunar Silver Star Story Complete that I've ever made." And the game is not going to be called Lunar Silver Star Story Complete.
You know what? It's true. The cart ride from Skyrim. That I'll set that up as an obs scene at some point.
Oh, you're awake.
How about that? I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now I hope you don't mind. I had to go rooting around in your noggin there to get all the bits of lead out. That's a different game. A better game. I'm gonna fight Razor Wolf.
Now that Razor Wolf has demonstrated a Blanca Ball, I want them to be a fighting game character rather than a Met Warrior character. That's not that far off from Saber Wolf. Could have like a reskin of Saber Wolf from Killer Instinct. Razor Wolf.
I can only think of Blade Wolf, and he was from a Platinum game.
By the power of Athena.
Time for slime.
It's slime time.
Leave it to slime.
Where's the ROM hack of Xenoblade where they just rename him to Slime?
What? How would we change Bone Upper? Because you can't say like Bone Collagen or whatever. That just doesn't roll the same way.
Beastliness is better than shimmering. That's just common sense. Oh, there's a...
A different kind of door? Holy smokes. Please let this be over. Or at least, like, intermediately over. This has been too much dungeon. You're still checking for treasure, you madman.
There's a part to go without here.
They've been giving you good stuff. They've been giving you equipment upgrades. This is not a sin. This is a minor beast at most.
I mean, I know I have lust for treasure.
Hmm.
I know my foibles better
The
than
nature
anyone.
of this beast does not rise to the level of sinful beast. It's a minor beast.
Or a foible beast.
Hmm.
Foible Baloth.
Yeah, one of the things I've learned over the course of a long life and how to deal with that's even the wrong way to phrase it, but like interacting with other people is establishing quite how upset you are with things and being able to be very mildly upset by stuff
Mm.
and have it be the size of deal that it is rather than a big deal. Because not every disagreement is a big deal. It's like, okay, well, mildly upset, that's all. And the language of the minor beast is how I've cultivated that with at least a couple people. And it's worked pretty well.
There's fucking nothing down here. It's just,
Oh, I think we're trapped too. Sick.
it's just.
Oh, no, we're not.
I did some whole Metal Gear Solid shit where I waited for them to turn around and hid behind walls, and then there was fucking nothing down there. I'm actually into that. That's actually correct. You shouldn't have treasure at the end of every hallway, because
Yeah.
then that means
You
that
gotta
you
keep
know
them
that hallways
guessing.
have treasure at the end of them.
Yeah.
You should break into houses in RPGs as a thief, and then just have like fucking garbage in there. Not every house should be worth robbing.
Ah, yes, the Dragon Age method.
Yeah.
I stole so much useless crap in that game.
It's still playing the dungeon music. Okay, this is definitely the Dragon Chamber.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm
Hey,
torn as to
maybe
whether.
this dragon will be alive.
Okay, should I heal my? Should I waste my ethers potentially not needing them, or I'm just gonna reload if there's a boss fight.
We should just save the game. Yeah, that's fine. State your wish.
Your Majesty.
Wow.
Yar.
Yar.
Yar, fiddle to be. Being a dragon is alright to be.
Do what you want, cause a dragon is free. You are a dragon.
Welcome to my lair. Lemia
It's
Osa.
Linia Ausa. Something must be up.
Oh. Okay, yeah, you're talking about the daughter. Okay, I thought that we were getting some lore about Nal's secret identity. Thunderation.
Thunderation.
Gah. I'm just rambling.
I'm just dropping lore here and there. Nothing to concern yourself with.
But the mind crystals.
Oh, why is that? A stray lore entry that just fell out of my pocket onto the ground in front of you?
Go write a wiki article about it, you slackjaw. Alicia and Leticia. More.
The babbling blue dragon.
Those are the names of ancient dragon masters.
Oh, this one is still alive. How about that?
Alas.
Yeah, okay. No more trial. We have passed the trial. Good setup. Check it out, kids.
Talk to everybody twice. Only only 15 years? Yeah, we established that again. Man,
Mm-hmm. Right, the ancient dragon masters of like 30 years ago.
this is the thing that drives me to come up with ghost food theories, you know? The game's not understanding how long time is.
I mean, by that metric, this is an ancient video game we're playing, right? Like,
It kind of is.
video games operating in video game years.
There's going to be a... why is this?
You see an orb on the other side of the screen, and it's like, it's time to rumble.
There's going to be a fucking hole. Or a...
Oh? Uh-huh. 3D! 3D! Bam. His stupid helmet from the cover of the game.
We have one more item to get.
Oh no, the blue dragon. She's under attack. I can't believe it.
Well, we tried to warn the dragon, but...
Well, she was too stupid to listen to what we had to say, so we just took the treasure anyway. Better helmet. How about that?
Okay, and the steel helmet is what...
Yeah, Kyle already has one
Kyle
equipped.
has it. Yeah, so.
Frontier.
We live in the nightmare frontier.
Hmm.
It's nothing but goo
And,
students
it's
and weird beast men everywhere.
Similar to how, like, 30 years ago is the ancient times, the frontier is just going to be, like, the next island over or something, right? It's not even that far away. You, like, toss a rock at it.
This one appears to be slightly contrite. She's apologizing for the necessity of capturing the Siggers.
Yeah, well, she was the good one after all.
Yeah, she was the Popus.
Yeah.
And we tried to tell you. You're just gonna make awful wind chime noises at me?
Really extra, this one.
Pathetic.
And still judgmental.
Okay. Well, time to cast exit.
Yeah, that was overall a success. So that's what, 3 dragons we got now?
Now we've got
Oh,
one more,
fuck.
apparently. I wonder if we're gonna get the dragon sword.
Because we got Quark, that was the white dragon who got captured in a Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
And
The red dragon wasn't captured, but was astral projecting.
astral projecting. And now blue. We didn't get like a green one at some point?
I don't know what the next color would be for the next jargon. Apparently it's nighttime now, though. Next to the lake. Well, time to talk to the statue. Then I guess we can talk to the elder.
Yeah, they're bound to know where to go next. Hey, sup?
Black Dragon
Oh,
of
Black
the
Dragon.
East. Mm.
Sick. Now, green-eyed boy.
Singing was invented by the goddess. I see.
Oh, I mean, I guess we're really burning through this game, actually, as long as that dungeon was.
There's,
We only got one more dragon.
there's another disc.
Oh, that's all extras. There's a bonus dungeon and shit. Don't worry about it. Bonanza.
You know, I've bought things.
We got a lot of upgrades. It's kind of nice.
Could have maybe used those before the fight, but... Is there somebody here who sells swords? Armories don't sell weapons. That's just sensible. Okay, thanks for mourning the dragon with sad songs. I'm sure the dragon would appreciate it. Look at this fucking dude.
The soundtrack has not changed.
It's changed very slightly. I guess there's not a sword shop in this village. It's just...
I think it would be really neat if like the elder or the mayor was also the blacksmith. It's just like, oh yeah, you know, I wear a couple hats.
Especially
That never
if,
happens in these games.
especially if he wore multiple hats.
Yeah. Takes off his smithy hat, puts on his mayor hat.
I've seen it before where you walk up to a different counter and like the same guy comes down to them.
Yeah. That happened in Dragon Quest IV.
Happens
Where
in
there's this
Final
one
Fantasy
guy-
V. In the dwarf smith.
Yeah, in the dwarf zone.
Do I have to go here now?
Well, they said the Black Dragon of the East,
Yeah,
right?
I can't really
So if we
go
could
any more
go
east.
east, then that would maybe be like correct.
I can go east here. If I go
Uh-huh.
north, I can't go here.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Oh, there's a pass over there. But I can't quite get to it. Can I go up and around? I guess I can go up and around.
Ooh, we can. Maybe. Okay, yeah, that was a bit of a squeeze.
Well, let's get poisoned.
Time for poison.
They're all going to.
Oh, yeah.
All the Octopants
Octopi.
are going to poison you.
Check this out.
By the power of Althena.
Nice. Okay, they are way easier to deal with than the things in the fucking Forbidden Zone.
Actually, I'm thinking now. There were some expensive accessories I could go buy that like raised your physical attack or raised your magic attack. Now that I'm kind of loaded, I wonder if I could try to remember where those are so I could go buy them.
I do not remember where those are.
Me neither.
What
I'll
does the
investigate.
sign say?
That's what the sign say. Timur. I don't want to go south. I want to go east.